Hey guys, welcome back to Deb's Journey. I'm Deborah, and today I wanted to just have a little sit down with you guys and kind of go over what I've been doing or how I've been feeling about my workout regimen. And that's a big thing for me because to even say that I have a workout regimen, oh my gosh, like, if anyone hates exercising, it's this girl. Like, I never thought that I would have an actual time where I would, stop and exercise and like do it consecutively, or even do it multiple times in a week. But I realize that I need to see some changes in me. I have goals that I'm trying to reach, and for me, only eating right is not enough. I wish it was. I really wish it was, because I wish I could say that, again, that I didn't have to exercise, but I do. And plus, it's good for me, the way I used to work out, or at least thought that I was really working out, is I would, if I did something, like if I went walking, or if I did some kind of something like in my room or the garage or something, I would do it until I got tired. And then I would stop and I'd be like, okay, yeah, I did good. But that's not the case anymore. I'll link what I'm doing down below. I know that last time I spoke to you about this, wasn't sure what I was going to do and what I was going to be doing. That I was going to do, I think I told you piloxing, or I can't remember the word right now. Piloxing, is that how you say it? And I even bought the little gloves, and so like to do that, I bought half pounders for each glove, and I use those, but I'm not necessarily doing piloxing. I am I'll explain to you what I'm doing anyway. So I am using those, but I'm doing the I was looking up to see what I could do to target certain areas of my body, because like for me, my arms have always been where I carry a lot of weight, and so and my thighs, and so but I wanted to really try to focus on my arms. And of course, yes, do other things like for the rest of my body, right? But I went through Pinterest and I looked up something, and this one lady said that she had great results doing this for, I think she did it for 6 weeks or something, and she had really good results. And so I thought I would give it a try. Well, this is my 3rd week doing it, and can you believe it? Like, I'm telling you, keto is the longest diet that I've ever in my life. It's the longest I've ever been faithful to a diet, and so now I'm doing this little workout routine or whatever, and I didn't think I was going to go past week 1 or even past at least 2 workouts, but here I am in week 3. I've been doing it 4 times a week, and I really like it. Since it's like a YouTube video, like I hear it, and so the lady's kind of getting on my nerves now. But because she says, of course she says the same jokes, right? Because it's a recording. But it's like I already hear the joke coming, and I kind of just roll my eyes. At first I was like, and then now it's like, like you just get tired of the same jokes, right? So I might just put it on mute next time. But then I need to know when she's going on to the next one. Anyway, it's a thing. And so I'm doing this, and I do it 2 times. I think it's like 12 minutes long, a little more than 12 minutes long. I do it 2 times, and then I put on my timer on my phone for 10 minutes, and I do 10 more minutes of workout. So I try to keep it at 35 minutes every day. Another thing, she uses 3-pound weights. And at first I was using 2-pound weights because I don't have 3-pound weights. And I had the little gloves, the piloxing gloves on. And Again, those are half pound, so I was doing 2.5 pounds, but I felt like I needed to push myself a little bit more. I know that I would see results still with that 2.5 pound. It doesn't seem like a lot until you're already doing a lot, you know, especially not just doing that, but also sucking in your stomach and tightening your butt. And I mean, just that alone, just like it wears you out, you know. Um, but anyway, so the next the next level up, and I did a big jump just because I don't have anything in between, any weights in between. I would have done like a 5 pound or something, but I don't have any. I might go back to 5 pound, I don't know. But instead I jumped all the way to 8 pounds. And so I've been doing that workout with 8 pounds, and man, it kicks my butt sometimes, you know. Already I have heavy arms, and you know, like already, you know, I'm carrying weight, and then plus, you know, doing the extra 8 pounds on each arm, and so it wears me out, like it kicks my butt. And I kind of love that, you know, because I want to see results. Why am I getting emotional? Sorry, I did not see that coming. I think this is because sorry, I think it's because I'm actually pushing myself, you know, and I never did before. I didn't. I mean, after, you know, a long day of work, and I know I've been doing it this summer, so that kind of doesn't count, right? But even during the summer, like I would always tell myself, no, this is my time. You know, I worked so hard during the school year, and you know, I'm not gonna wake up early, or I'm not gonna bother to, you know, do this or that. I'm tired, and I deserve. Thank you, boo boo. You know, I deserve to not be all tired or whatever, you know, whatever, right? Whatever excuse that I needed to not work out. And I used every excuse under the sun, and I feel for it every time. And so this time I'm actually doing it. Like, I'm pushing myself. And man, I can tell you, those workouts, they kick my butt. And then for me to do it twice, what? Who are you? Who is this person? You know, who is, you know, like, I don't know this person anymore, you know. At first, when I first started to do it, oh my gosh, my arms were like noodles, you know, like I couldn't even function, you know. I made a joke on Facebook about I posted on Facebook that you know, my arms, you know, I had to convince them, once I got into the shower after my workout, I had to convince them to, you know, that I did have to include soap in the equation. You know, I couldn't just stand there with water, you know, running on me. I had to actually move and grab the soap, because my arms were just so tired and noodly, you know. But now I'm getting more used to it. I'm pushing myself a little bit more, and I'm doing this workout 2 times, and I'm using 8 pounds on each arm. And I know there's other people who work harder than I do, and they go out into the heat and they, you know, do whatever they're gonna do, right? Or work out for 45 minutes, an hour, 2 hour, whatever. But this is big for me. You know, this is big for me. I can't compare myself to anybody else. And I'm proud of that, you know. I mean, sometimes, oh, we're kidding. I always have to. I was gonna say sometimes I try to, you know, I have to convince myself. No, I always have to convince myself that yes, you need to work out today. It's a daily thing, you know. And I haven't been working out daily. Again, it's been like 4 times a week. But I'm actually, you know, doing something now. You know, I actually have a routine going. I decided, you know, I always thought that I had to follow what somebody else is doing. I would always look at to see what somebody else is doing. My sister, my husband, or friends that I would hear, and I would think, oh, I have to do that, you know. But I don't. You know, they exercise at this time of the day, and I was thinking, you know, like for example, my sister would wake up like at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym, and that's not realistic for me. You know, I don't want to set myself up for failure, because I've tried that and then I only did it like one time that week, you know. And I'm not saying that maybe that's not something else I need to kind of break and start waking up early to do this, but I had to set realistic goals for myself. And so now I do it at night. I do my workouts at night, you know, before I go to bed. You know, I work out, take a shower, and go to bed. And sometimes I will do it during the day. Depends kind of how I'm feeling. But as long as I get a workout in, you know, I don't feel so much that I have to do it at this certain time of the day, or I have to whatever the case may be. I'm not trying to put myself in this box saying I have to do this. I am doing the same workout every time. I know people do, you know, leg day, arm day, you know, whatever it is, right? But I'm doing the same workout every day. I'm not a pro at this, you know, by any means. Don't take, what I'm trying to say is, you know, don't just take this as, you know, you have to do this too. Always consult your doctor and make sure that you're doing what's right for you. But, you know, this is what's working for me, and I am just making sure that I work out every day. It may not be the same day, and my husband, I mean, the same day, it may not be the same hour. My husband kind of drives him crazy, because he's like, you need to set yourself a schedule, like every day do it, you know, just say a routine, do it in the morning or do it at this time, and that way you do it every single day the same way. That's not me. That's you. You know, that's him. It's not me, you know. And I almost felt like a failure, you know, because I didn't tell him this, but he would tell me this and I would listen, and I would, you know, and then like I didn't feel like I could put myself like in that box, you know, to say, okay, every day I'm gonna wake up at this time, or every day I'm gonna do it at this time, or whatever. And so I kind of feel like, oh man, I'm never gonna get this down, you know. I can't, you know, like I just felt like, again, like I was setting myself up for failure if I tried to put myself in this box, you know. But what works for him isn't going to work for me, you know. And maybe one day I will get myself into like a set time and everything like that. But right now I'm just doing it when I'm available, you know, when I don't have this or that to do. But one thing I want to promise myself is that I'm going to exercise, you know, at least, you know, 4 times a week, you know. And I'm not even giving myself, you know, saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday I'm doing it. No, I'm just doing it however many times I can, or whatever day I can during the week. And so I've been doing this, and I'll tell you what I've been doing extra, but I'm excited for me, you know, to be able to see that I'm actually sticking to this. Now, am I losing weight? 3rd week into doing this, I have not lost any weight. I've in fact gained weight. Now this first week, after my first week, I weighed myself, and I had gained a pound, 1.3 pounds or something like that. And I cried. I was like, what is going wrong? You know, I'm exercising, I'm trying to eat right, you know. Anyway, I was just super upset with myself, and like just again felt like a failure, right? After asking other people and going through the keto groups that I'm a part of on Facebook, and plus also hearing what other people have to say about it in my life, you know, friends and my sister, about working out and weighing yourself and that kind of thing. You're gonna end up gaining weight just because your muscles get inflamed, because you are actually doing something different than before. You're putting stress on them, and so I've heard that, and I mean, I don't know exactly why I'm gaining weight or why I gained weight, but I'm gonna just say it's a thing. You know, like it's something that happens. Again, the 2nd week, I gained again, and my heart's like this, and like I feel conflicting feelings. Like I'm gaining weight, but I mean, I can feel a difference in me, you know, a little bit. Like I feel like I'm being sculpted a little bit differently. Not that I can see any muscles, because I can't, you know, not yet. You know, it's funny because the girl in the video, she's like, "Look at your arms or your biceps. Look at your biceps and see that they're, you know, that whatever expanding or whatever." And I'm like, "Girl, all I see is fat." You know, like it's just like, you know, I can't see my muscles yet. I mean, I can't, but I mean, I still see little differences in my body, and I'm not even close to where I want to be. But again, it's those little things that I need to see. But I think I need to stay off the scale for a while. Um, I'm trying to get more strict keto, and what that means is I want to try to eliminate a lot of processed foods. Little by little. I mean, again with setting myself up for failure. If I say I'm never gonna eat tortillas again, or if I say I'm never gonna eat the Aldi bread again, or if I say I'm never gonna eat whatever again, then again, I'm gonna fail. So I know that I probably am, but I think I'm gonna just try to limit myself during the week. And I think I told you that last time too, that I just wanna try to limit those things. And it's been hard just because if you can't eat other things, you try to cling to these things that are lower carb, right? Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna keep working out. I've been discouraged. I have been discouraged because I haven't lost any weight. And I have so far to go. I have so much more to lose, you know. It's not like I'm even close to my goal weight yet. I'm not. And yes, I have felt like a failure, and I feel like, oh no, is my, you know, are my subscribers gonna think that I'm a failure, or, you know. But you know, because I'm almost 2 years into this. Yeah, I'm almost 2 years into this, and I still have so much weight to lose, you know. But since I want to make this my lifestyle and not just a diet or a fad that I'm going through, I know that as long as I'm trying to better myself, then I know I'm going in the right direction, you know. I'm gonna add challenges, you know, in my day-to-day life, just because I think it's important to challenge yourself, to stop eating so much cheese or stop trying to eat processed foods like I mentioned. I'm gonna do things like that because I want to see what works good for me, you know. And you have to check to see what works well for you too. Maybe the standard keto diet isn't necessarily working for you. Of course, you have to give everything, you know, if you're gonna get on a diet or a certain big lifestyle change like that, give it a good solid 6 weeks, you know. Keto is good for me. It is. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. Oh my gosh. And I feel good when I'm eating low carb, you know. So you need to do what you know feels good, you know, what you feel good doing. But don't say keto doesn't work if you've only tried it for a few days or a week, or even 2 or 3 weeks. You need to allow yourself, your body to adjust to eating differently. Your body's gonna go through shock. You might get headaches. You might get, you know, diarrhea. You might get all kinds of things, you know, because your body is getting rid of all of the toxins, and that doesn't feel good, you know, because we are addicted to sugar, and we're like a drug fiend, you know. We fiend for sugar, you know, and carbs. And so it's not going to feel good. And you can say, no, I feel horrible on keto. Well, yeah, because you're going through withdrawals, you know. But if you still say, after 6 weeks or so, if you say that, and you are actually doing it, you're not, you know, eating bad on the weekends or whatever, you're sticking to it, and you still don't feel good, and you know, don't feel like that's the best thing for you, then go for it. Then get off of it and try something else. But that's the thing. Try. If it doesn't work, then you try something else. You don't give up. And that's what I have to tell myself. I've gained weight, and I gained what, 2.5 pounds now in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. And if I think about that too much, then I feel like I'm going reverse. But I have to kind of put myself in the mental, I have to think about it and just be like, okay, Deborah, it's okay, you know, keep going. That's the thing. I'm gonna keep going. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Keep going. Whatever you're doing, if you're trying to better your life and you're trying to better yourself by eating better and by exercising, even if you don't feel like you're seeing those results, more often than not, there are results. You just can't see it because you're looking at yourself in the mirror until you see somebody who you haven't seen in a little while and they're like, oh my gosh, you look so good, you know. Or maybe, you know, using a tape measure and measuring yourself to see the inches gone. Anyway, just don't give up. Don't give up. And I'm kind of talking to you, but I'm talking to myself too, because I have felt like giving up so many times. But then I have to remember where I came from, you know. I have to remember what I felt like. I'm so sorry, I don't mean to get emotional. I have to remember what I felt like in the beginning of this journey, you know. It's tough, you know, it's tough to keep going because Deborah wants to come back and say, eat that pizza or eat that burger, you know, eat those french fries or whatever, you know. But I have to remember where I came from, and I hated that feeling, and I hated myself, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. I still can't say, oh, I love myself, and oh, you know, all this body, you know, positivity stuff. Like, I'm not there yet. And I don't know if I ever will be. But I know we're fearfully and wonderfully made, right? That's what the Bible says about us. But I just have a hard time seeing myself as anything other than that person that I was when I started. I started this exercise regimen. I do it 2 times, back to back. I don't stop. The only thing that I do modify is what I do is I go into my garage because it's super hot here in Texas, even at night. There's no wearing a little light sweater at night because there's no chill. Right, Alex? Mm-hmm. There's zero chill here in Texas. It's hot, like from sun up to sundown, like all the time. Anyway, so I go into my garage where it's hot and I work out there. Now she does she stops and she does dips, which is she'll get on her like a crab, you know, like you walk around like a crab in gym class. Well, she'll get on her you know, she'll prop herself up and then do dips going up and down. And then she does push-ups. I don't do either one of those just because I'm in my garage and spiders and stuff, you know, I don't know, creeps me out. So I don't do that. So while she's doing that, I do how can I tell you this, like I do kicks and then I reach my hand out like on either foot, you know. So I do 15 of those on either side, so I guess like 30, but 15 on either side. So as I kick, I put my hand out to the opposite foot and I try to kick as high as I can and I stretch as far as I can. I do 15 of those, and then I also do I put my Pilates gloves on and I hold the 2 pounds and I do stretches like that, like as far as I can, as fast as I can, just over like that. I do 15 of those as well. And then by that time she's finished doing the dips and the push-ups, so then I go back to finish the video. And then afterwards I do 15 more of the kicks and then stretching my arm out. And then I get my gloves, my Pilates gloves on and the 2-pound weights, and I do 30 uppercuts on both sides. And what else do I do? Oh, and I do 15 squats. I get my 8-pound weight and I do 15 squats. And then I do this weird thing where I keep my gloves and my gloves and my weights in my hand, and then I almost run in place, but I don't pick up my toe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look like a mall walker. If I'm going like super fast, I look ridiculous. Like, I'm not one of those people who want to work out with anybody else. Like, I'm not like, come on, Alex, come work out with me, because I'll look a fool. I'm over here flipping and flopping, and he'd be like, was that your arm? Or like, is that your thigh? Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I'm a mess, you know? And so that's embarrassing. I look crazy when I work out, because I mean, I'm red and sweating, and like, I'm like huffing and puffing and grunting and everything like that. I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me sometimes whenever? Sometimes. I'm grunting and everything because I'm really trying to like push myself, you know? Anyway, so when I do these and my shirt's like going up, and then I have to look around like if somebody can actually see me, and I'm putting it down like all embarrassed, and you know, all these things, right? All these, I'm doing all the movements. Everything is wiggling and jiggling and everything. And so I don't want him there with me, and I'm not the type of person that'll be like, oh, I want to go to the gym and work out with my friends, and it's funner whenever you're in a group. That's not me. It's not me. I want to look a fool all by myself, because then I'll work out the hardest that I can by myself. If I'm around somebody, I'm gonna be so self-conscious with everything, you know, with everybody, and I won't get the full workout. So I would rather make a fool of myself in there by myself, just looking crazy. And yeah, this is me. I encourage you. Oh my gosh, guys, if you hate working out as much as I do, oh, I feel your pain. Like, I feel your pain, because I hated it. You know what happened the other day? I hadn't worked out in like 2 days, and I went into the garage to get something out of the freezer, and I had this twinge of remembering the pain of my workouts, and I missed it. I actually missed the pain. Can you believe it, Alex?
Wow.
I actually missed the pain. Guys, please understand me when I tell you this girl hates to work out. And when I felt that, I was like, that's the devil. Like, I was about to rebuke some spirits or something. This isn't Deborah, you know? I'm not the type of person. Like, people will say, I've heard people say that. Like, that they love the burn or they love the pain. And I would think, okay, you know, you do you, boo. I'm gonna do me, you know? But when I felt that, guys, I was just, again, I was gonna rebuke the devil, but then I was like, oh my gosh. Don't think that I love exercising, because I don't. But I was like, oh my gosh, like, I can keep doing this, you know? I can work out and actually work out. Like I tell you before, I would stop whenever I would start getting tired of it. When I would sweat, I'd be like, okay, good, I gotta go work out. Or, you know, I'd be sore one day and I'm like, okay, I'm good, you know, and then I work out for a few months, you know. But now I'm sore and I still go work out. And I'm making sure to drink my water. I have slacked. I know this is one thing that I can't seem to really like get down. I'm trying to drink 3 of these, and this is a 40 ounce. I'm trying to drink at least 3 of them a day, because when you don't drink enough water, that could be why you stall too in your weight loss, because you're not peeing enough or whatever, you know, because water flushes out your fat, you know. Anyway, I'm trying to get that as a routine or something that I'm just used to, you know, filling it up 3 times. And I love water, so that's not even the thing. It's just remembering to fill it up. But anyway, I'm trying to drink water Oh, I forgot to tell you. Okay, so after I do all those crazy exercises in the garage, then I come out, I come into the house rather, and I'll go up to the door, our back door, and I'll do 15 to 20 push-ups on the wall. You know, like I'll go like 2.5 feet to 3 feet away. I don't know how far, maybe 3 feet away from the wall, and I'll do wall push-ups like that. I know that may be cheating, but it's super hard for me. You know, it's really hard for me, and I think that's the whole thing, pushing yourself, right? One day I'll do the ones on the floor, and I'll try not to do the girly version where you're on your knees. But right now, that's kicking my butt. So as long as I feel like I'm pushing myself, I think I'm gonna be okay. Anyway, and after I do those, then I do a 40-second wall sit. Now, I'm not doing it completely. I know I'm probably not doing it as low as I should, but I'm going as low as I can to where I still feel that burn in my thighs. I don't know if you know, but I have arthritis in both of my knees, and so I'm trying to get my knees stronger to combat some of the pain that I get in my knees. And so I heard that doing those kicks that I told you where you put your arm the opposite way, I heard that that's good to strengthen your, like, that part of your muscle or whatever in your leg. And then also the wall sits. And so I'm trying these things in hopes that I'll see some great results. Any exercise is good exercise, as long as I'm not pushing myself to where I'm actually hurting myself. And so I'm doing this, and I can't believe I am. And I can't believe this is actually something I'm talking to you about, because I didn't think I would get there. Believe me, I didn't ever think that I was going to get here to where I would tell you that. I told you with this a year ago that I'm going to start an exercise routine, and I mean, look how long it took me, a year, you know. So I encourage you, start something. Get out there and get your blood pumping, sweat. You know, your heart has to, you have to raise your heartbeat for at least 30 minutes a day, you know. If that's just jogging in place, watching TV, or whatever you want to do, because that doesn't work for me, or whatever you want to do, you do it, you know, do it. And let's do this together, you know. Don't feel like you're alone. Comment down below if you just need some words of encouragement, or if you just want to kind of talk to me. Don't feel like, you know, I'm not wanting to listen or whatever. Let's be here for one another. I love whenever people comment down, you know, comment and talk to me. Like, I love that. I feel like I actually have people who want to talk to me back, you know, and it's just not just me talking to a camera. But I love that. So if y'all would do that a lot more often, that would make this girl super happy. Also, what would make me super happy is if you would subscribe. Don't just watch my videos, subscribe. It really helps me out. If you like this video, every time you watch a video and you got something out of it, if I made you laugh, or if I encouraged you in some way, or showed you a yummy recipe, make sure that you share it with other people. Tag me on, or share it on Facebook, or on one of your keto groups if you're part of something like that, or just with a friend. Just share away and subscribe. I'm at 300 and how many, babe? I'm at 235, not 3 anything. 235. And wouldn't it be awesome just to have 1,000 subscribers? That would be amazing. So please, guys, share this video. Share any of my videos. Even if you don't want to share this one, go look at any of my other videos and share them, and comment below, like the video. Every like helps me, every comment helps me, every subscription or subscribing or whatever you call it, it really helps me a lot, and it encourages me to know that again, I'm not just talking to myself, but that I'm being an encouragement to you. I do this for myself too, to keep myself in line, and I want to tell you today, you got this. We got this. We can do it. Exercise may not be your thing, because Lord knows it's not mine. But let's do it together. I've talked to you long enough. You've heard me long enough. And for those of you who have commented about different recipes you want to see me make, I know, for example, like the Chinese food recipes, I haven't forgotten about you. I have some recipes in the works, and then I will share those with you shortly. All right, guys, I love you. Have an amazing day. Get up, stop being a couch potato like I was or am sometimes still, and let's do this. All right, bye. Love you. That was a long time.
Yeah.